Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the video. I'm here at the local field. This is the second time that I've recorded this video because the first time I was up the top there on the field. The wind is so loud that I listened to it back and you couldn't hear a word I said, which is so frustrating, but committed to the cause guys. We're going again, round two. Okay, so here today guys, as you saw from the title, I'm taking us through some exercises that we can do with our teams. Here in the UK, we're getting back to football at the end of March. I know I'm buzzing to get back out there with my team. I'm sure you guys are. Those of you that coach, those of you that are parents and have kids that play football, I know you're excited as well to get them back up there playing the game they love. So I'm going to take us through 10 exercises that you can do as part of a dynamic warm-up. I feel it's so important when players first turn up to the session to do a thorough warm-up before they start training. I'm never a fan of players turning up and just booting the balls in the goal, running around, just messing around. Not only is it not good for them physically to get their bodies ready to train, but it's not good for them mentally. They start switching off, they're not focused, they're not in the right mindset to have a productive session. So what we do today is going to help them in all of those areas, both physically and mentally. First up guys, nice and simple. I've only got a small area to demo things here because of course I've come down into the woods where there's no wind. But first up guys, nice and simple, just jogging on the spot, okay? Around the area. Okay, so jogging around the area, make sure that we're hip to lip with the arms guys, really important. Not arms down by the side, that smooth running action that you would see when they're playing football. Okay, so hip to lip, make sure they're changing direction. Never the same direction, this way, change the direction constantly. Okay? Really important. Being aware of the space around them. All of our training, all of our movements today are going to get us ready, thinking about space and time as well. So a bit of decision making in there. Next up guys, skipping. High skips. We're going to get really high with these skips, but after the third skip we're going to change direction. We're going to get really low when we change direction because that's good for our speed and agility. Makes us more explosive to go off in a different direction. So 3 skips, 1, 2, 3, and then a low turn to go somewhere else. 3 more skips now, 1, 2, 3, low turn. And you get the idea. After every 3 skips, low, sharp turn, change direction, go somewhere else. Of course, you're going to have a group of maybe 10 or 15 players in this area all doing this, so they all need to be aware of space and time and who's around them. Also, like I say, getting them switched on mentally as well as physically. Next up guys, I've mixed 2 together here. Heelflicks and high knees. You can just tell them when you want them to change. So it's going to be high knees. Still driving the arms. When you're ready, just go heelflicks. And then we change and go straight into heelflicks. Of course, I'm doing it more on the spot here guys, so I'm limited on space. When your players do it, make a reasonable sized area, allowing them to change direction, but not too big because you want them to be able to make decisions. If they've got too much space, they're going to be in acres on their own. You want them to be in an area where they've got people around them, so they have to be aware and be alert when changing direction. Number 4 guys, skip and tap or skip and clap. Love this one guys because not only is it good as a movement, but it's good for their coordination. So you're going to skip and tap. You see here, opposite hand to opposite foot on the inside, same hand, same foot on the outside. And then we're going to skip and tap, just like this. You might even get a little clap in there, like this underneath. Again, they're going to be doing this whilst changing direction all around the area. Really great, okay? Awesome guys, we're whizzing through these aren't we? And I'll tell you what, I'm blowing because I've done this for the second time now and I've just climbed down a massive hill to get down here. The things we do, hey? Guys, if you appreciate that, give it a like, give it a subscribe, I appreciate the support. Anyway, moving on, let's go. Number 6, we're going to start going backwards now guys. As you know, the game of football is not just played in one direction. It's left, right, forward, backwards, constantly change direction depending on time, space, and the scenario that we're in on the pitch. So, backwards is something that a defender might do if they're backtracking and they're jockeying a player back. So we're going to get that action going. Bend those knees, get a bit low, and we're gonna check our shoulder. Backwards, checking our shoulder. Okay, just like that around the area. Here, kind of a zigzag movement whilst we're going backwards, looking both over left and right shoulder. Great for scanning, once again, getting them thinking what's around them. Number 7, sorry. Backwards, opening the gate. So we're gonna keep on going backwards. Now this is a stretch which is you're more likely to do with your older players. If you've got an under 7s, under 8s, under 9s, maybe even under 10s team, you may not do this one. But as the players get older, so important they stretch properly. Okay, so backwards and open, lift and open. Just like this. Of course they're going to be moving more, they're going to be checking their shoulder, changing direction. As they go around the area, open the gate. Oh, there's a football there. Okay, so this is a dynamic movement, guys, because a static stretch would be more like this. That's a static stretch. A dynamic stretch is when we're moving and stretching. So important that we start training with dynamic stretches, dynamic movements. Okay, so number 9, guys. 8, sorry, closing the gate. Just the opposite to what we've done there. You're now going to close the gate. So going forward, bring your leg forward and round. Really good stretch for the groin here. Okay, so inside and round. When you do this, guys, encourage your players to change direction at the end of it. So if they start facing this way, by the end of it they should be facing this way. So it should be a full turn. See there? So we're not going forwards from there, and then by the end of it I'm facing in a different direction. That way I'm getting a nice smooth quality stretch as I move. 2 more left, guys. Number 9, 3 hops and a balance. You guys all know, when playing football, when you kick a football, you're on one leg. When you shoot, we're on one leg. So our balance in the game of football is vital, so important. Okay, so for this one here, 3 hops in different directions, and then we're gonna hold a balance at the end of it for 3 seconds. So I'll try and show you in this limited space I have. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then hold. 3 seconds before I go off on the other leg and do the same thing. You'll notice that when I hold my balance, I'm not peg leg. That's not good, because that's going to put pressure and strain through your joints as you land. Make sure you cushion it so when you land, they bend that knee and they hold it. That's also going to help fire up the quads here and get other muscles working, ready to go for the session we've got planned. Okay, so last time, guys, 3 hops and a balance. 1, 2, 3, hold that balance and then move off. Why are we changing direction, I hear you ask? Because that's what we do in football. You'll notice not a single one of these movements today have been in a straight line. Every single one of them is changing direction, and that's what we want to do in the game. So we're getting our players mentally, physically ready, but also making everything relevant to the game of football. Last one, guys. This one's great for a bit of decision making. We've done lots of different movements. We're going to now see which of your players have been switched on. What have they remembered? You're going to say to them, do any movement you want. And when I say change, you're going to change the movement. Okay, so they could be doing high knees. You shout change, and then they've got to go into a different movement straight away. How are they going to do it straight away, I hear you ask? Because you're going to encourage them to think as they move. So as they're doing their skips, they're not just switching off, they're thinking. When the coach says change, what am I going to do next? And they're going to go straight into that movement. Okay, so now we're encouraging some decision making, but also quick thought process. You know, before they do it, see it, do it, see it, do it. Okay, so that's basically that, guys. 30 seconds of doing that. See which players have a great reaction. Make sure in all of these, guys, you encourage your players. Tell them, oh, brilliant, well done, Johnny, fantastic, Chris, brilliant, Louise, you know, fantastic, Claire. So I'm just making names up off the top of my head here, guys. But make sure you encourage every single one of the players. It just makes them more motivated and hungry to learn and to keep going. The more you can stop and give them coaching points, like keeping your head up, change of direction, getting low whilst they turn. All these things will just make the players more engaged. As soon as you go quiet, the players start to switch off. You need to not keep at them, but just keep motivating them. That's our job as coaches, as inspirers, as educators, to inspire them to be better and to continue to grow and keep going in what they're doing, okay? So that, guys, was my 10 exercises for a dynamic movement, and now I've got a few games for you guys that you can play with your players. The first one, dishes and domes. This one's great if you've got younger players. This would be a dome, this would be a dish. Gonna set them up around the area, just scatter some cones out like this. Some will be dishes, some will be domes. Bish bash bosh. Lovely job. Now you're gonna tell your players, half of you are going for the dishes, half of you are going for the domes. When you say go, they've got to run out and they've got to change. If they're going for dishes, they've got to change the dishes into domes. Other team is doing the opposite. Good for their agility, because now they've got to run out, get down low, change it, next one, low, change it, next one, change. You get the idea. They've been more spread apart, of course, as you do it for your game. But now the players are not only moving, they're thinking, they're scanning, they're looking for that one there. But as they're moving towards that one, another coaching point you can add in there. Whilst I'm going for that green one, I'm not just focused on that, I'm now looking, where's the next one coming? I know I've got that one. Here we go, bang. Got that one, now, straight away I'm off to the next one. Because I'm thinking as I'm moving. You see how it all links into one? Great little game, this one, guys. Okay, lastly, oh dear, getting the ball involved, guys. This is good because the players see a ball and they now start to see the progression. All the ball's coming in. They're excited again. They're hungry, they're motivated. They've been doing all these movements and they've had fun, but now they're like, coach, when's the ball coming out? You start to bring the balls out, the smiles come on faces. Yes, we're getting there. So now, half of them will have a ball, half of them won't have a ball. The players that have got a ball, you're gonna say to them, you're running after the players that haven't got a ball, you've got to tag them gently. When you tag them, give them the ball, no tag backs. So now the player that's tagged them can run away, and the player that's got the ball is now a tagger. Of course, the player that's just tagged them needs to be aware, as they move away, where do they move away? They don't just turn and go anywhere. They've got to think, because as they turn, there could be another tagger there. Goes back to what we've been working on throughout. Oh, there's a motorbike going across there. Goes back to what we've been working on throughout this whole process. Scanning, awareness. Now, as they change direction, they're moving into a space. When they do that, like I say, keep the praise up. Fantastic. Brilliant. Well done. Love that. Keep that motivation up, okay? Lastly, guys, just switch it the other way around. The players that haven't got a ball now are the taggers. They've got to find a player that's got a ball, tag them, take the ball, no tag backs. Of course, the player at the end who is a tagger, or the players that at the end of the taggers, unfortunately I've lost that round. Maybe do 2 or 3 rounds, guys, and then move on. Guys, as you can see, all of the exercises we've done today, we've been changing direction, we've been scanning, we've been getting ready physically and mentally. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. If you have, drop a like, drop a comment down below if you've got any questions. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, guys. Of course, we've done a dynamic warm-up today. I'm going to move on. I'm going to start doing some more stuff about ball manipulation, maybe a few pass and move patterns. Let me know what you want to see, guys, and I'll get it in there for you, okay? Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you've got to the end, I really appreciate you. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Hopefully, this one is okay. I think the wind's better down here. It's starting to rain. My camera's getting wet. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Ha.